Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The U.S. President signs a big package that greatly helps the CNMI. Also tonight, a male that allegedly stabbed someone with a broken wine bottle is released on bail. And only one government department receives an all clear on audit issues. In sports, Capitol Hill caught fire this week. Yes, the flames of softball spread there. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
A meal replacement smoothie is a great way to keep your fitness goals on track during the holiday season, and they taste great, fast, and easy. The December smoothie of the month is Minty Java Chocolate Chip, and it's just $5. Check out the Shake Cafe, Gold's Gym, Garapan.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Friday, March 12th, 2021. President Joe Biden has signed into law the American Rescue Act of 2021, providing more relief to those whose jobs have been affected by the coronavirus. Here is what this means for the CNMI. President Biden signed the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan into law that will provide aid to workers still struggling from the COVID-19 pandemic.
So far, the information that we're getting that these funds is not mandated to be appropriated by the legislature. Similar approach when we got the first CARES Act last year. That was the discretion of the executive branch, ultimately, which is the governor. But we have been communicating, and we want to make sure again that we have our priorities, not just the deficit, but where does this government will be heading to with these funds? What will be as a priority, and also making sure that we take care of the municipalities, Rhoda, Tinian, our mayor here, and also, of course, the Northern Islands.
The rescue plan will provide another stimulus check of $1,400 to individuals that make $75,000 a year or less, and will also provide aid to different government agencies here in the CNMI.
So the direct payment to CNMI government is $498 million. For Education Stabilization Fund, $160 million. For the NAP program, Nutrition Assistance Program, $30 million. Earned Income Tax Credit, $25 million. Funds for CNMI Ports Authority, $9 million. Emergency Rental Assistance, $7.8 million. Child Care Entitlement Fund for this fiscal year, $5.1 million. Homeowners assistance 4.1, home visiting program 1 million, family violence prevention and service 146,000, child abuse prevention fund 57,000, child abuse prevention and treatment states grant 23,000, and funds for quota 20,000.
The relief package extends pandemic assistance through September, continuing the $345 a week for PUA and $300 a week for FPUC. Governor Torres says the money from the American Rescue Plan is expected to be transferred to the CNMI within the next 60 days. A male that allegedly used a broken wine bottle to stab someone is released to 3 third-party custodians today in Superior Court. Associate Judge Wesley Bogdan released 45-year-old Fernando Galban to his pregnant wife and the 2 neighbors that live next door to Galban. Galban must pay $500 of the $5,000 bail and is on house arrest, except for driving himself to and from work. According to court documents, on Tuesday, January 12th, around 9:43 p.m., DPS received a call reporting a stabbing in Finisutsu. Officers were dispatched to the barracks by Tropex Garden. Investigation revealed a group of individuals, including Galban, were drinking and singing karaoke when Galban was seen allegedly touching one of the female's shoulders in a, quote, flirtatious manner. When confronted about the flirting, Galban allegedly grabbed a wine bottle and struck the male on the head that was speaking to him. The victim was then placed in a choke hold by another male in the room. Galban allegedly grabbed a piece of the broken wine bottle and stabbed the victim in the right leg. The victim is still unable to walk since the incident, according to court documents. When Galban's wife gives birth, Galban is required to stay in the spare room at the third-party custodian's apartment next door. The CNMI Cannabis Commission issued the first commercial license today up on Capitol Hill. Take a listen.
In compliance with Public Law 20-66 and 21-05 and all other applicable laws in the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, the licensee is hereby granted the following commercial license: marijuana producer Class 1 license.
Victor Cabrera is the first commercial licensee for cannabis in the CNMI.
The license that we issued today was for Class 1 production, so he is now able to grow legally, process cannabis legally, to be able to sell it to retailers.
Cabrera says he has one farm and has spent the last 7 months and $14,000 building up his shop called T. Mariana's.
My grow shop is an indoor grow shop located on Chalanlaulo at the ACE building, which is right next to Mariana Nails. It used to be Dr. Tudor's old veterinarian hospital, right? So I'm right there on the first floor. Getting started as soon as possible is really important right now, and I'm looking forward to it, and working closely with the commission to ensure that, we try and develop the industry correctly to ensure that others will be able to join in and be successful at it as well.
The cannabis license for Class 1 production can only sell to retailers, lounges, and wholesalers. And the next step for the Cannabis Commission is to get retailers set up throughout the CNMI.
We actually have a couple in queue. They've already received approval in principle letters, meaning they've met most of the requirements pending inspection for the premises. So once we were able to get into their building to conduct the inspection, they should be able to get their license provided they've adhered to all the regulations.
Governor Torres says he does encourage more residents of the CNMI to obtain their cannabis license to develop more of this market.
We want to encourage our community, whether it's residential, to please get your permits and do it right. The industry is here. I support it. We support it. And just follow through. And I'm sure with the leadership, they'll be able to assist you every step of the way.
The Department of Public Lands has resolved all issues on audit findings and receives their 4th consecutive unqualified audit. Sally Lemus reports.
The Office of the Public Auditor has an audit recommendations tracking system that inspects the performance of government agencies in the CNMI. On Thursday, March 11th, Public Auditor Kina Peter released a status report of 36 OPA audit recommendations. Out of those 36, only 9 were resolved. The Department of Public Lands has resolved all audit findings, and Secretary Marian Teregezu states it required a lot of teamwork.
DPL has instituted a Directive 5. You may have read about it in our annual reports. It requires the Director of Accounting, DPL Director of Accounting, DPL Director of Compliance, and the DPL Director of Real Estate, and myself and the Special Assistant to sit down once a month, mandatory, and go through our delinquent listings, go through our leases on public land that have not complied with the lease requirements or our regulations.
The audit issues that OPA looked at were from receipts that didn't show any collected BGR or that DPL did not properly appraise them.
We responded back at the time saying, well, if you look at this lease file, this old lease did not incorporate BGR. So you can't fault DPL because the lease didn't have that. Newer leases have it. And so those were the responses, and we were able to, after a while, we were able to be cleared finally. Yay, yesterday. DPL is now clear of any and all audits at the Office of Public Auditor.
Another thing DPL was audited for was back in 2019, which is the inspection of lease file L9104S.
This is an issue that really should have been resolved a long time ago. It's an internal accounting issue, and after getting our Assistant Attorney General involved at the time and our Compliance Director and the lease file, we were able to meet the AG's request and the Office of Public Auditor's request of establishing a timeline.
Teregezu states her department complied with all recommendations from OPA to resolve this issue. In moving forward, this report provides transparency of what each department is doing to resolve audit issues.
It's actually an assurance to our stakeholders, which is our people of Northern Marano's descent, that it's a testament to our work and to the work of all of the employees of DPL. There will always be public perception and public concern. Everybody is allowed that, right? But I've always maintained that our documents are good, and as much as we can, if it's within our power, we always want to comply with our rules and regs.
For more information on these audit reports for all government agencies, you may visit OPA's website and search CNMI Agency's Implementation of Audit Recommendations. Reporting for KSPN News, I'm Sally Lemis.
Governor Torres signs another public health emergency for the CNMI due to the pandemic. Earlier today, Governor Torres renewed 2 executive orders that declares the CNMI to be under state of public health emergency for another 30 days. The order states that COVID-19 continues to pose a threat to the community, and thus emergency declarations are necessary to respond, quarantine, and ensure the prevention or containment of the virus on our islands. Coming up, preparations for the Beauty Queen contest are finalized. Stay with KSPN as we give you more details on tomorrow's pageant.
For your smiles that give me endless pride. For our shared moments that become an endless treasure. And when I've taught you everything I know, I promise to always be here to watch you grow. You've got endless potential, son.
Access all you'll ever need, giving you endless data on your favorite social apps.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537. You have the flexibility to work out between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. At Gold's Gym, we call this off-peak, and it can save you money. Short-term daytime memberships on sale now, just $59 per month, and gets you access to the biggest and cleanest fitness center on island. Get yourself healthy and strong. Check out Gold's Gym today.
The Tan Soo Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. The Miss Marianas 2021 pageant is set for the stage Saturday night at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. Our Sally Lemus has the details.
Celebrate beauty, celebrate Marianas. Tomorrow night, a new queen will be crowned and will be given the responsibility to represent the islands the best way they can.
We celebrate beauty and we celebrate Marianas in both contexts. You know, we celebrate the beauty that exists, and we celebrate Marianas as far as where we are, our traditions, our cultures, and to actually help share that in a different platform, you know, especially during pageantry season when we have to send the girls off to compete in different levels, right? So we want to celebrate their beauty, but we also celebrate the beauty of the Marianas and our culture as the Marianas as a whole.
Lee Tenorio from Stella Marianas states they are celebrating 45 years of pageantry here in the CNMI. And despite some of the hurdles that come in their way, Stella Marianas continues to keep their commitment to pageantry.
Last year, there was no pageant due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We did have to put everything on a hold. However, Stella Marianas was still continuously going around, keeping its brand and really celebrating pageantry, recruiting girls, etc., to still represent this platform.
The Miss Marianas 2021 pageant will be held on Saturday, March 13th, 4 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency Saipan Ballroom. Unfortunately, tickets for the event have been sold out, but there is still a way for you to catch it.
We will still be doing a live stream on Facebook Live through our Stella Marianas page. Everybody's welcome to view, everybody's welcome to watch. We will be putting on a spectacular show.
The judges have been set and the show is ready to roll. Reporting for KSPN News, I'm Sally Lemus.
On Guam, lawmakers raised some serious questions for Governor Lulian Guerrero on the funds she'll be receiving from the American Rescue Plan. KUAM reports.
On today's CNMI, I'm Peter Santos. Here's what's making news on Guam. One of the key provisions for Guam in President Biden's American Rescue Plan bill is a $661 million direct appropriation to Governor Lulian Guerrero. She has complete discretionary authority over the money, and the inquiring minds of the legislature want to know exactly how she plans to spend it. Nestor Lecanto has more.
To add some context, that $661 million is equal to about 70% of projected fiscal year 2022 general fund revenues, a huge windfall that the governor seemingly downplayed in an interview on KUAM's The Link.
It is really a bridge till we get ourselves back on our feet because this is not a sustainable way to run our government.
The governor says while some of the money will go toward kickstarting tourism and economic diversification such as aquaculture, much of it will also be needed to cover government operations.
What that means is that an agency who hasn't been fully funded because of the revenue shortfall, they need to let me know how much is that so we can help provide that funding source so they can deliver a complete and comprehensive service to our people.
The governor says they're working off a spending template similar to the one used for the CARES Act, but the governor's CARES Act direct appropriation of $118 million is less than 20% of what she'll be getting from the American Rescue Plan. It's no wonder then that as budget hearings draw near, most in the legislature are anxious to know more.
I already told the senators, the speaker, and other senators that once we finish with the details, we will give it to them. Once we prioritize what we're going to do, we'll give it to them. I don't understand this whole thing about not being transparent. I guess it's a default argument for the Republicans.
In fact, one of the most persistent senators seeking details has been Minority Leader James Moylan.
I told Jim this. I said, Jim, pick up the phone and call me if you have any questions.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Stay informed 24/7 with KUAM.com.
Thank you. All right, coming up in the KSPN2 Sports Report, nothing says Friday more than the top plays of the week. In fact, it's what makes Friday so special.
The newest in entertainment lets you do TV your way with Docomo Pacific D TV Plus. Watch your favorite live and local channels, stream movies and shows on TV, on your phone, and on your tablet, right from your Docomo Pacific Wi-Fi. No more wires, no more cable boxes, now with the best price. Do TV your way with Docomo Pacific D TV Plus.
Buy one, get one free for the off-road adventure at Marianas Trekking. Come ride our side-by-sides at our best price ever and experience a great 90-minute trail ride. Rain or shine, hopefully rain. Book now at Marianas Trekking. Saturdays and Sundays by reservation. Call 323-8735 or book at marianastrekking.com. Get your game and gear at Gold's Gym Saipan. Group exercise is a great way to get fit and then stay fit. For something high tempo, go for a ride with one of our instructors in our new spin room. Let's roll. Pilates improves flexibility, builds strength, and develops control and endurance in the whole human body. It also improves coordination and balance. And the Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for a meal replacement or supplement. See you at Gold's Gym.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, you know, people have been starving here. Yeah, starving for the return of sports. And that was clearly evident by the huge turnout that we're seeing on Capitol Hill for the first softball tournament since the lockdown 1 year ago. Last night, Capitol Hill ball field surrounded by cars and people for the Blau softball fundraiser. 16 co-ed teams paid $200 each to play in this tournament, which will continue through the weekend with the championship penciled in for Tuesday night. These proceeds are going to the building of a traditional Palauan abai on Capitol Hill. You know, the recently concluded beach volleyball tournament allowed certain players to rise and emerge, and tonight we're going to feature one of those rising stars.
You know what my favorite part of the game is? The opportunity to play. Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation. Teenagers will want to play, but they don't always have that opportunity. Thanks to PSS, they did get that opportunity with the first ever high school beach volleyball tournament. GCA's Steve Balakrishna rose to the occasion. GCA always brings it in volleyball. Much of the credit goes to their longtime coach, Cesar Libut. Despite its tiny student enrollment, the Eagles have a well-earned reputation. Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
You know, there's nothing that says we're getting back to normal more than the top plays of the week. Can't be anything more than that. Coming in at number 3, it's George David with a bottom of the 7th inning grand salami. George David, top play number 3. Coming in at number 2, the Saipan Fishermen Association's Tasichi Table Program for successfully holding the second annual Wahoo Derby. 51 boats and a boatload of wahoo. And we have a tie for the top play of the week. It's the MHS Lady Dolphins taking the Outrigger High School Championship and the Cagman High School winning the Boys Championship.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
Go-karts, off-roading, and the driving range now open at Marianas Trekking. Go-kart track will be open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays with 50% off when you book online at marianastrekking.com. Hours 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Use the promo code HAFA50 to get your discount. Off-roading is open too by reservation. Come on a 90-minute trail ride that is perfect for families. Book online at marianastrekking.com. Golfers, come practice on the driving range. You can even pay online, and we will have the balls waiting for you. Come see us weekends at Marianas Trekking, 323-8735.
Today's high temperature 88, the low 79, humidity down to 63%, not too bad. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, isolated showers, east winds 10 to 20, probably won't rain, but you never know. High 89, low 79, seas 5 to 7 feet out there. Sunrise at 6:26, listen to that, sunrise 6:26. High tide at 8:22, followed by a low tide in the afternoon, 2:31. Sunset at 6:26, remember that, 6:26, and that means the sunrise and sunset both at 6:26, and that means our equinox is Saturday. And that is it. That's all we got for Friday. We'll see you back here on Monday. Have a great and safe weekend. Thank you, everybody, for watching KSPN2 News. Good night.